What is going on, you guys? My name is Alex and I'm a 21-year-old trader attempting to master the stock market to potentially one day join the very few who make a living out of this. So we got two new positions, Procter & Gamble and Spotify. We also have Johnson & Johnson, but Johnson & Johnson is one we took last week. So far we're up 127 on that one. And the Procter & Gamble we barely took today, which we're up $7 as of right now. Spotify we barely took today as well, and we're already up almost $60. So I don't know why they're red, but we're up for the day. So let's look at our transactions, because I got something to share with you guys. Because actually Procter & Gamble, we ended up getting another margin call today, unfortunately. And if you haven't seen last week's videos, I ended up getting a margin call for Apple. So that's why we only have a small amount of shares on Apple here that we sold today, which was one of the last week's trade, which we ended up closing today. It just simply hit our stop loss, and I'm going to break down how we hit my trailing stop loss in terms of the technical analysis of Apple. But for right now, we see this Procter & Gamble sold position. So we went short today. We sold 154 and then another 46, totaling 200 shares. And unfortunately, at the end of the day, we got that margin call, and my account, my broker just automatically force liquidated 96 shares, and we ended up just profiting a quick $96 from those couple of shares right there. So that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. I don't really know what to say about that, but we got these little trades right here. So we closed Apple, entered Spotify. We actually went long Spotify, so we bought 22 shares, and we went short Procter & Gamble, but unfortunately it's just half a position, so we're only going to be risking $100 and maybe even making like 100, 200, just a small amount, half position size, like I said. So that's what it is. And let's look at the Apple trade here and break it down why exactly I decided to take a loss. Because it's simple actually. It just crossed over my trailing stop method here. So if you're not familiar with my trading strategy, I essentially trade breakouts right here, and we took this nice little green candle longer. So we bought right here, but the price did nothing. I mean, we probably waited 3 days, I think it is. Let's see how much it is. So it's actually been more. So we entered on this green candle. So 1 day, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 entering the new week today. So I think we entered Apple on last Monday, I think. And it hasn't done anything really, so we just decided to call it good today, locking in nothing actually, because the first sell that I did of Apple, it was like a $14 profit, and then today we ended up taking a like $4 loss. So minus commissions, we're probably up like $10. It was a $10 trade here, so I don't regret it at all. I mean, it technically did break my trailing stop method here, so at this point it's out of my control, and it was a good trade overall. So here it is, Procter & Gamble for you guys, and it is a pretty interesting one because it's a pretty steep one. I kind of rushed this trade a little bit, not gonna lie. I couldn't find anything good, and this was unfortunately the best I could have found today, along with the other trade that wasn't the best either, but it was still a valid trade simply because we got a couple of touch points, as you can see here. We got 1 touch point at the very bottom, 2 here, 3, and then 4, and then finally the first 4 hours of the day. I should actually mention that what you're looking at is 4 hours. So every candle represents 4 hours worth of time. So this candle right here, this red candle, was my entry confirmation candle to go short. And if you're not familiar with what shorting is, it's essentially betting against the stock. So yes, you could make money when prices come down. So we sold here, and yeah, this little bar is the last 2-3 hours of the day. So nothing much. We haven't really moved much since, but this is pretty much the trade that we took right here. So 1 touch point, 2 touch points, 3, 4, and then finally the break today, which is our entry right there. So yeah, next one here on the list is going to be Spotify. So Spotify, similar trade. We're trading the exact same thing every time here, guys. So it's not too complicated here for us. So let's see, we could plot down a couple of touch points here. That's the daily time frame. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame right here just to see better. So this one wasn't the best simply because this candle was pretty damn weak, but I really like the good potential trailing stop method here. As you can see, we got 3 touch points on the support down here, which means that it's very going to be it's more likely to get respected than not. So I think tomorrow we could move a little bit up higher, and then if we try to move down, we'll definitely be using this as some support. So I kind of like the trailing stop method more than the actual entry. Why lie, guys? And this is going to be Spotify for you guys. Not the best confirmation candle, not going to lie. We could have closed a little bit higher today, but that's pretty much what I always look at 30 stocks every day, and these are the only 2 that I've gotten so far, so not too bad at all. So that's essentially it for Spotify right there. Now let's take a look at Johnson & Johnson, which is one that we're up pretty nicely right now. So I was actually feeling pretty not confident with this trade here last week, just because it was pretty damn steep but today actually did play out nicely, and we did roll over down here. So again, we went short on this one, trying to expecting the price to come down and making money off of that. So we did come down, and we are up 130 or 100 and something like that, I think. So that's Johnson & Johnson. Those are all the trades for you guys right here, and hopefully this week is another green week. Last week we made like 150 or 170, and the previous week was like 200, I think. I don't really remember, but we're doing pretty good so far. Hopefully we end the month, which is this is actually the last week here, so hopefully we end the month green here. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for my positions as of today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You guys stay focused.